sub-area planning process is about to begin. As I understand it, and this month they will be picking a consultant. How would you, as a court commissioner, support that process and engage with the city, with the public, and with the Puyallup tribe? And what would you like to see included in it?
So in terms of the sub-area plan, I would especially like to be able to have communication. I think people are more interested in their work than they have ever had. And I think bringing people together, again, with all stakeholders, we first of all need to find, and I've been part of strategic planning processes like this before with different school districts and things like that, but probably the most important thing to start out with is finding common ground and then to move from there. What is our vision? And not to just have a vision of a Band-Aid approach, but actually taking a look at something that's going to be far-reaching. There's a lot of things out there that we can utilize that, Puget Sound has different kind of strategic plans like goals for 2020 and 2050, and we need to incorporate those things. And it all needs to take a look at what residents want, what business needs, and to continue to make sure that our industrial lands are staying industrial. So I know that that's going to be an issue that we need to potentially struggle with.
I think the sub-area plan gives us a chance and opportunity to actually heal some relationships and open up the port to our community. For a long time, the port has been very insular, and I think that's its weakness. Despite the fact that it is our economic engine, it can be better, an engine that can run optimally. And that means it does need to have a better relationship with the Puyallup tribe. And that means establishing trust and listening to our city and our counterparts, that we have shared values, shared perspective, and a clear expectations of what we have for the sub-area plan, as well as that we will do a sub-area plan, that we are not simply delaying it so that we can have a limited expansion of fossil fuels, that there will be a time. And so for me, it's actually being direct, being of good faith, and that is why I do have the endorsements of Mayor Woodard's as well as the Puyallup tribe, because I do want all of us to be together on this and to move it forward, because 2 years ago they said it would be done by now, and it's not.
The sub-area plan has 5 different stakeholders, and I think it's important for us to recognize what that means. You've got the city of Bryant, you've got the city of Tacoma, you've got, of course, support of Tacoma, you do have the Puyallup tribe, and you've got really the county. That, when you begin to look at it on its surface, recognizes 2 things. We've got 5 stakeholders that have very different perspectives, and in order to ensure that we can move forward, you've got to first acknowledge that it's a challenge, and the expectation of best moving forward means that we not only have transparency and visibility, but we most importantly engage authentically. This can't just happen casually. You have to have someone at the table that has a skill set of having done that. I am excited about being able to remind people that I come from the community. And my engagement with UPS, as well as its Fortune 100 companies, has given me both strategic and a professional skill set when you do have differing perspectives that you can bring people together collaboratively. That is not something that's casual, it just doesn't happen just because you insert someone into the commission.